there's a bit more too. As usual, with it being here. Yeah, there's a little bit more too. The room. Well, I think could be hard producing that whole phone laughter, and indeed, he sort of one out, you see. And the only reason I know that is because, firstly, I've lived here a while, for whatever reason. I'm that lucky. And, well, I know which room it is. I also know the previous tenant. Not well, but he was, he's something about 23, 25, if that, much younger in comparison to me. He's male. He's a Muslim, I'm not. And I think you'll find he's mentioned in several of my videos throughout conversation, because I think we've been here a day, if that. I now know where you're meant to go for a cigarette. Not out the front, no. You can if you choose to. There's several places people do. The evidence of cigarette smoking is there on the floor in many areas of the hotel. Mr. Edinburgh once told me, he won't want me to say this, but he did. I think we were in the lift. And he says, oh, I get fed up. He's on the 5th floor, you say, Mr. Edinburgh. And he goes, I get a bit fed. We don't think he went to the... I think he said it in Pidgin English or some form. He doesn't like going all the way downstairs, because he does smoke. You'll see him, he'll be there on CCTV having the odd cigarette, but you won't see him that often. Good reason for that. Because he smokes in this room, so he told me. He can't be arsed coming out. It's colder then as well, so there's 2 reasons as to why he chooses to smoke in his room. I says, oh, Chad, he's a good role model, ain't he? He says, oh, yeah, you know. So that's what he does. That's his own personal choice, breaking the rules. So there we go. Anyway, so yeah, work out, if you go through this past reception, where they lay the tables, where they lay out all the stuff in the morning, there's a bit of it's like an add-on old style conservatory, so it's glass. The roof's fucking filthy, man. They don't attend to it. There's a massive decking area out there, and indeed what they call the smoking hut. It's even got its own little name label here, the smoking hut. There's also signs up there that say, you're on CCTV, yeah, smile, you're on the old cameras. Please keep this area clean, no spitting. Why you feel the need to, well, clearly they do feel the need to include that on their rule information. So, anyway, so yeah, so I go out there, and as I'm approaching the door, I see some cunt of a kid, typical behaviour here, lock the geezer who's out there out. So, hang on, I'm not quite down for that. So I undo the door first, so he knows I'm about to, give him access back in, and proceed to tell the kid off. I go out, and he's wetting himself laughing. My mate, and it's like, what? Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't know. You're right, he goes, yeah, that was brilliant. I says, well, oh yeah, well, what a cunt. And that was it. We were, whilst he was here, and I'm still here, chit-chatting, say, for a fag, you see. So, I've learned much from him. He is. He's got a security badge. He's done it. He can, if he chooses to be employed as security. So we're off the Crufts. See him that morning. He could have gone to be security, but given the weather weren't so good, it was snowing quite a lot, and it had been brought to his attention there'd been at least 4, within the hour, at least 4 car accidents along the road where we live out there. Doesn't surprise me. They do say, don't they, don't travel unless absolutely necessary. 4 smashes along that road out there within an hour. He thought better of it. It's his fault. I think he said, I'm not doing that. I said, I wouldn't either. He says, well, I'm going. Not when I want to, but we'll be there and we're travelling this way. We ain't driving. He goes, well, yeah, have a nice day. Ta-ra. So we did. Caught up with him. How was it? It was good, yeah, man. Told him all about it. He's got dogs. He can't have them here. In fact, he's had to pass his dog on, his family dog on, to, I think this is right, one of his cousins, because his cousin, as it can be typical these days, of his age, he's only 17 or something here, he kept getting trouble in the local area, along the street and indeed the park, from other kids his age, to the point where he kind of had to go in A&E and have a few stitches. He was alright, because he got stabbed up. It was around his ear or something. Apparently the doctor said he was very lucky, as they do, an inch here, an inch there, it would have been a different story. So he chose to give his cousin this dog. Funnily enough, he ain't had no trouble since. You know, he just hasn't. Dog's there, just with his owner, that's all he's doing. But he doesn't seem to have been stabbed up since, funnily enough. Anyway, so he brings this dog, he's allowed to bring it in the car park for visitation. You know, he's looking for, I'm not here, he can't locate me. Oh, that's a shame, I would love to have seen your dog, you know. He said, I thought you would. I says, I know, never mind. How's it doing? So he tells me he's giving it on to the cousin now. I says, oh, right. He's the one who had to capture the bedbug in a little pot, because she's got a lovely coloured hair, you know, unusual. His daughter too, she's lovely. He's the one who had to capture the bedbug in a little pot in order to prove he had bedbugs, you see. So they then shifted him out of that room, did what they needed to do, moved everything from his original room, and then he wanted to go back to that original room because it was where they were used to, it was of a nice size, it was there, well, he wanted a better word, home. So they went back in there. And whilst all this is going on, he's looking outside and externally as you can, and you are indeed meant to find somewhere else to live. So they've got somewhere now. He's been gone at least a month. I know what his sofa's like. He's shown me where it came from. Nice it is. He's gone for a bit of carpet. I'll tell you why. Because he's got kids. I says, oh, you see, yes. He might even have a bit of laminate. We did discuss all this. He got a good deal on his sofa. He's fitting the carpet himself. Oh, don't know. Oh, yeah. So very sadly, his mate lost his life. Shot dead. He went to the funeral. It was a good send-off for the young lad. It's devastating, isn't it? Oh, it's not good news, that, yeah. And that's about it anyway. So it turns out where the phone laughter was indeed coming from, it's room. What the new tenant is in there, his room. So they what they do, I know they've done it because I happen to walk past fairly frequently, and you can observe what they do. So when someone moves out, I imagine that oh yeah, they should put fucking hazard signs on this room here. Maybe, you know, some form of smoke treatment and never use it again. But, you know, they probably will. Not do that. Not just rock someone else in. But what they do is they gut them. Gut them. Next door was the same. There's no one in there. So you think. Anyway, next to me. They haven't been for some time. That's funny that. Made a big hoo-ha about them having cockroaches. Within a few hours they're gone. Never been no one there yet. I can't work that out. Anyway, this is just the other day. They've gutted it. They rip everything out, transport all the old furniture to their old graveyard container down there, goes in there, then they strip it back, so all your floors gone. They paint it, they get the painter in, the man who paints it all up. Then I don't know, you'd hope, given they did have a cockroach problem, so they say, seal it all up, you know, as appropriate. There's in-house maintenance here, there's cleaning teams, so they do all that, you see. They cleaned it up about a couple of weeks ago, the cleaners. Maintenance have done their job, the furniture's back in, they've given it a thorough clean. So, God, so that means we're going to get new neighbours soon, I imagine. said, I don't care if they've got a kid, I don't care what ethnicity, I don't care. If they look seemingly inviting to talk to, you just say fuck all. Not one word to them next door. That's how I think it's going to go down for us. You won't find me chit-chatting to him. No, you will not. And you're not doing either. So you're okay. So that was it. What if they've got a kid? What if they have got a kid? I said, so you can chat to him outside in the car park and or garden in my presence, please. Yeah, as usual. So I think you'll find them always there. And, so anyway, that was two or so weeks ago. It was only yesterday. Either yesterday or the day before, cleaning team there again. Oh, we kind of got that dirty, can it? Didn't they do it 2 weeks ago? Still, to the best of my knowledge, no new tenants. But they'll be here, I suspect, soon.